to do something else. Alrighty. Oh, you got to move over there, so you're getting cut off.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried. I was like part of my body.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Cindy
and Christine
at Candles and Supplies, and we're back here to join you today after a little break. We've been, we're kind of focusing, or redoing our showroom, and doing lots of things around here, improving our warehouse and stuff like that. So we've been working on those types of things so that we're all set up for season, ready to go, and everything. But in the meantime, we were testing fragrances. Testing lots of fantastic fragrances. So we have this new line that we're launching this week. Give us a shout out if you can hear us. Make sure all of our technology is working, and let us know who you are, where you're from, that type of thing. So that way we know that you're here and everything's working. So
Instagram's doing good over there.
Yeah, we see lots of Instagram people. Everybody's doing good over there and stuff. So we see that. Is there any Facebook and YouTube people yet? So not hearing from anybody out there, but let us know you're out there in that world. So either way, we will keep going, and then I'm sure we will hear if you can hear us. So, but yeah, feel free to comment and let us know that you're out there and where you're from and stuff like that. So yeah. Well, this is very exciting. So we have a very, very, very exciting collection for you today. So
we're talking a little about this time of the year.
Yeah,
it's like
it is
summertime. It's hot. Like you don't necessarily want to be thinking about fall, but like it's time to start thinking about fall a little bit.
Right.
So like this collection kind of reminds us a little bit of fall, but not like we're not like pumpkin spice latte fall yet. So we're dipping our toes in.
So to me, so we were testing fall fragrances, and I'm all about it. We got some great new fall ones and stuff like that. But these were some fragrances, they were must-haves that we had to put in the line. They were so good. They were absolutely so good that I'm like, we have to do it. Christine's like, these aren't fall fragrances. I know they're not fall fragrances, but they kind of are, but they're not. Really. But yeah, I'm like, they're perfect summertime fragrances. So they're all beautiful. They've all burned really, really strong. They're all like super strong in candles. They make fantastic soaps. They're all phthalate free. They're Prop 65 compliant, all that good stuff and everything that you want. So trying to keep it as clean and green as possible for these. So, but the main thing is they're nice and strong. They make a nice, very fragrant product, and they're just wonderful. And we had to have them. They had to live in our line because they're that good. So,
there's some ones in here that we're thinking like we had to like get one of those at some point, and other ones that like we wouldn't have necessarily thought of, or like we smelled it and we're like, this is amazing, we have to have a type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go through which ones those are when we
so when we test burn, I always test burn by number, not necessarily by name, because you as soon as you read a name, you're biased whether you like it or not. So that's why you pick it up and everything. So I always just have the number on the candle, test burn by number. So like I'm not biased on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus a 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't matter to me. They're all numbers. So when you test burn, and then it truly grabs you, like, one of these, and we'll get to that when we get to it. Like literally I test burn in my bedroom because it's, smaller, big, but small. And it's a good indication of like if the scent's going to throw or not. Well, this made the whole upstairs of the house smell fantastic for like 2 days just from the cold throw on the candle and everything. So like, well, that's got to live with us because that's super strong. Everybody always likes super strong ones and everything. So we got that one in, and we're feeling good about all these. So anyway, let's get to it. I'm so excited. Yeah, these are awesome. So all right, I'm seeing some Facebook and YouTube people out there now. So hi everybody. Hi Cindy. All right. Sounds good. What's our first one?
So we'll go in alphabetical order here.
Okay.
Lemon spice cookies. We're over here.
Okay.
So this was the one that I was mentioning when you're like talking about a fragrance that you wouldn't think you would necessarily need, and then you smell it and you're like, yeah, I need that.
This one, yeah. So lemons always sell well. Lemon fragrances always sell well. People sometimes don't buy lemon fragrances because they're like, I don't want pledge, or this. They never smell like pledge. Yeah, they're too clean and stuff like that. So this has just got a little bit of spice. So imagine a lemon ginger snap cookie. So ginger snaps are one of the most amazing cookies ever put on the face of the earth. And lemon is one of the most amazing fruits ever put on the face of the earth. So when you combine the two, it is absolutely amazing. Yeah. It's very
lemon ginger snap. It's like, which really gives you the indication of like, it's not necessarily a fall fragrance, but it kind of is. We got the lemon in there, so it's still kind of summer. So it's like all type of year, but also You can definitely
Yeah.
make it.
I like this one. It was just
Simple one.
it's very clean. You could call it, a gourmand scent, a food scent, but it doesn't make your stomach growl. It's not like a sugar cookie where like no food is safe because your stomach's growling and you're starving and stuff like that. It's not like that. It's still very clean, very uplifting. So a little on the spicy side. So I love, love, love it. Good for any time of year too. I mean, we're launching it during the summer, but it's good for any time of year. So
let's read the description here for you. All right, so description is the aroma of perfectly spiced lemon ginger snap with amazing notes of bright citrus, ginger zing, and a classic cinnamon sweetened with a dapple of hot vanilla caramel.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So, yep.
So top notes are orange, lemon, ginger, eucalyptus.
That's why it's so bright and sparkly.
Gotta love citrus.
Yeah.
Middle notes, clove, nutmeg, cinnamon, pimento berry.
Those, yeah, so they're more subtle. I would say there's more nutmeg than clove. Clove tends to be very strong. Clove is very much in the background of that, so there's not a lot of clove. But I do smell the nutmeg.
It gives it that little that gingerbread, the ginger snap spice in there. Bottom notes, vanilla, caramel, fir balsam.
Yeah, so a little. I guess the balsam kind of cleans it up.
Yeah,
so
maybe. I don't really smell that in there.
No, I don't smell it either. I wouldn't pick that out if I wouldn't have read the notes, but it makes sense because it's like I said, it's not a food scent that makes your stomach growl or whatever. So the balsam probably blends everything together to where you're not, craving food and stuff like that. So
When we were talking about naming this collection, because we pick the fragrances first, and then we're like, how do we make this a collection and put them together?
Right.
We're like, oh, it's kind of gourmand, but it's not really. So that's why we went with sweets and treats because it's like they're all a little sweet and they're like treats and they're lovely. So
yes,
it's a fun little group.
Amazing. So that was our first one, lemon spice cookies. So all these are up on our site too. So you guys are getting a preview of everything that's to come on Friday when we officially launch. So because you're amazing and you're here with us today. So,
they're in the new section if you want to find these and stuff, scrolling through everything.
Yeah, fragrance oils, new fragrance oils. That's the easiest way to find them. So,
all right. So next up, Golden Quince Oats.
Oh gosh, yeah, this one, this one's so good.
So we didn't really know what a quince was before we got this fragrance. But sometimes that happens. There's a lot of things out there that we're not familiar with.
This is all a learning experience for us.
Right, exactly. But I mean, it's one of those things that like once you smell it, you're like, you gotta have it.
Exactly. Yeah. So a quince is actually a fruit. It's very hard. It's like a pear, so it resembles a pear. It's very hard, very tart. Apparently, you never really eat quinces raw. You see quince in like a lot of jams, jellies, chutneys, that type of thing. Just because it's very tart, it adds a lot of flavor and everything. So it does that. So.
Is this the new fall fragrances? No, they are not.
This is just we had to have them and they had to live here. So fall fragrances are coming soon. So
within the next couple of weeks we'll have the fall fragrances. So these are just like a tiptoe into the fall.
This was so they're not totally fall, not totally holiday, but they're totally amazing and they have to live with us. So
somebody went a little crazy with the fall fragrances, so there will be a lot of them.
If we have to have this, we have to have that. Oh yeah, we got some really good stuff. So, oh my gosh. Sometimes, I swear, sometimes I can test burn fragrances for 3 months and not hit on anything and be like, that's it. We have everything. There's nothing out there for us. But this one, I did test burn over 50 fragrances. So we're not pulling all 50. And so a lot of them didn't make it and stuff like that. So, but there's a lot of ones there. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I had to cut some that were like, well, these aren't really fall. We can do them a different time.
Yeah. She reins me in. She keeps me under control.
I don't want to give you guys 50 new fragrances. That'd be crazy. So.
This one's a really nice one. So it's very clean, very, very clean. So the quince is kind of like a pear note. So it kind of really, I don't know why pears aren't more. It's between a pear and an apple. So if you smell between a pear and an apple, it's good. So it's a different apple. It's nice and fruity. If you like apple scents or if you like pear scents, you're really gonna like this. So
it's like fruity, but there's spice, but warm. It's warm. Like I like
very
warm
happy.
Fragrances too.
Yeah, it's warm and happy and beautiful. And
let me read I'll read the description here for you. The aroma of golden quince fruits with oats, cinnamon, and milk is a delightful blend of sweet, warm, and comforting scents. Combines fruity notes of quince with toasty oats, spicy cinnamon, and creamy milk, creating a harmonious and inviting fragrance of comfort and indulgence.
It is. So this one is very, very strong too. It's not one of our least expensive fragrances. It's up there on the scale, but you can use this at a less percentage. So if you're typically using 10% in your candle, you may be able to get away with like 5 or 6% instead. So you don't need to use it full strength because it is that strong. So,
So
like
we
a espresso latte.
Got a question over on Instagram. Do we blend our own fragrances?
No, we come up with the concepts and we test them and that type of thing, but we do not formulate here. So fragrances are one of our least complex fragrances has about 20 different compounds in it. Our more complex fragrances can have 400 to 500 different compounds. So we're busy getting your candle supplies together and shipping orders and stuff like that. So we have labs do this for us. It's all lab created and stuff.
Lovely fragrance manufacturers that work with us and make sure we get all of our wishes and dreams.
And that way we can get all the proper paperwork, because with all the, the VOCRA and all the new regulations and stuff like that, like regulatory is a very big job here. So that way we can get all the paperwork if the lab does it too for us and everything too. That's not to say you can't blend different ones.
Yes,
so you could
we
take
do that
the golden
Quince
Quince Oats. You could mix it with, more spice to get a spicy baked golden Quince Oats. You could definitely blend them together and stuff like that, but we don't blend them. We buy them from the labs pre-made, 100% strength. Just
ready to go.
So ready to go and whatever you want to put in. So
And then, are they available now? Yes, they are available now on our website. So there are fragrances. Best way to find them: fragrances, new fragrances, and the first 4.
They're all here. Our showroom. If you visited our showroom, we had them out in our showroom the last week. So a lot of people have been like going crazy on them and got a really good response on them. So but we just put them up on the site today.
All right. So the notes in Golden Quince Oats: top note, baked apple, cinnamon sticks. Middle notes: golden quince, caramel, nutmeg. Bottom notes: warm oats, gilded amber, vanilla bean, and patchouli.
Nice.
Very nice.
I like these too because they have a lot of things in there, like, the honey and what was the other one? The caramel and this and that. But they're all not very sweet. So sometimes the really, really sweet fragrances are
too much.
Just a bit, just too sweet. They're sweet, but not like real sweet.
Yeah,
so
not overpowering
beautiful.
sweet where you're like, I can't think of anything else in my life.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that. No. Yeah, very clean. So this is a really good one. So very uplifting and nice. All right.
They're all phthalate free. Yeah, I was just trying to read
everything that we're getting in is phthalate free and Prop 65 compliant. So very, very important. That way we don't have like a whole green section on our site and stuff like that. So, but they are all. So
any new fragrance we get will always be phthalate free and meet the Prop 65 stuff. So
if they're not, we're working on getting them.
Yeah, some of our old ones are like 25 years old when people don't even know what phthalates were. So
right. Didn't matter back then.
So those ones we're working on, but all the new ones are always phthalate free and all of those lovely things.
Yep.
All right. So next up, I'm going a little bit out of the order, but I want to leave this for you. Spiced oat milk.
Okay, this was good. So we renamed this spiced oat milk. It came, with the name spiced rice milk. So it could be whatever milk you want. You could be almond milk, oat milk, this, that, whatever. But it was very warm, very warm, very comforting and everything like that. Like oats, it was soothing. So oats to me are soothing. So rice is not soothing, almonds not soothing. Every other milk that you can think of is not soothing to me, but oats are soothing to me. So we renamed it spiced oat milk just because that's what it really is. It's a very calming, soothing, very grounding scent. Very nice, very clean, very strong too.
Smelling them again, refresh my mind on them.
Yeah. What's our description on that?
Our description is surround yourself with the aroma of simmered spiced oat milk, adding the delectable fragrances of warm maple sugar, cinnamon, and rich ginger sweetened with almond extract.
Yep, that's about right. So
super delicious.
Got a little bit of almond in there to kick it up and fruity notes. So if you like our Huga scents, another very warm, grounding scent. Super popular. Lots of people buy it and stuff like that. But it's the whole feeling of the Swedish concept of Huga, very comforting and homey and stuff like that. So
So one of the questions
goes
is
along
it
with it.
similar to oatmeal milk and honey?
Nope.
Yeah, I think like in the warm way it is, but it's
Right.
spicier. So
Yeah, a little spicier.
imagine
Not
it,
as much almond.
Yeah, so imagine it less almond, a little spicier. I think it's
Mhm.
around that same like playing field though.
Right. Exactly. So it's not as perfumey as Huga. Huga has like a lot of
Oatmeal milk and honey.
Yeah. and it's not as almond as oatmeal milk and
Okay.
honey. So that was my
In between.
It's in between
In
both
between
of them.
those,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just different enough to where we need it. So.
Yeah, sometimes like when we get new fragrance, like, well, this smells really similar to something we have, and then you
And then
smell
it's
them
too
side by
close,
side,
right.
and you're like, oh wait, no, it's not, or like, yeah, it is.
Mhm.
So,
Along the same lines, if you like the oatmeal milk and honey, you're gonna like this too. So
would it blend well with sage?
yes,
Yeah, I think it
yes,
would. Yeah.
because it's just warm. There's not any like outstanding note that would not blend with sage very well and everything like that. So yeah,
Maybe
this
give
is
it an interesting twist.
This would
too.
be a good
Yeah.
blender. So,
Mhm.
vanillas tend to be, when you use them for blending, they tend to be sweet. They're very warm, but they tend to be too sweet. So everything is real sweet. that you
Vanilla is
want.
strong too. It's hard
It
to
is.
like.
This would just be
mix
like
with.
a nice comforting blender for just about anything. So white sage would be good. So it would also be good with like, lavenders. And I can't think of anything that it wouldn't be good blended with right now, just because it's just like a very neutral kind of warm,
we didn't do the notes
comforting
in on it
scent.
either.
Yeah.
So the notes, top notes, almond and apricot.
Mhm.
Middle notes, cinnamon, ginger, cream.
Mhm.
Bottom notes, maple sugar, ground oats, milk, and amber. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that the apricot you don't necessarily like smell, but I think that's what makes it a little more like vibrant
Right, exactly. Wakes it up a little without
Yeah.
being
without being too
too
crazy.
subtle. Yes. Yeah. Very nice though.
All right.
Yeah. So
Did I
all
spell? I
these-
don't think I showed a picture of this one.
Oh my
There we go.
gosh.
I know, I'm slacking. So all of these like
Mm.
little color palettes with the notes and stuff are on the second picture of all of the fragrances too. If you're like interested in looking at this and kind of using it for some inspiration and that type of thing. So
I like those. They're fun.
I
I
like
like
them
when
too.
you do them.
I like doing them too because it makes me like I feel like it makes fragrances come alive a little bit. Like you can like read the name, smell it, and see the and like get a picture of it. But I feel like it just really helps to bring it to the next level.
Mhm.
All right, this last one, I don't know, this one might be my favorite of this collection. I don't know, it's gonna be close. So this last one, pistachio macaroon. Did we establish?
Yeah, we're not exactly
macaron
sure
or
if it's called
macaroon?
macaron or macaroon or whatever we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, different things. So
I'm not,
that's the
I'm not
correct
French.
spelling of
Yeah,
it.
I'm not French, so I don't know.
I think
But
it's macaron.
I love these. Oh, they taste delicious.
They
do. I mean,
They
in
do.
like real life.
So you
Obviously,
can
not
in-
fragrance oil, but like these are more like.
You can indulge in these with no calories. So this was a surprising one. So pistachio, you'll see a lot in the food industry being used in a lot of things. Starbucks using it in like
very
the coffees.
trendy.
It's very,
Yeah.
very trendy. There's a lot of pistachio ice creams and stuff. And I love all them. I think they're great. But
Pistachios themselves. Not
the-
huge fan.
I like pistachios themselves too. I like them, but they're very like it's a warm kind of neutral kind of flavor. So and the macaron part of it, or macaroon, or however you say it kind of sweetens it up. So it takes that pistachio, sweetens it up, and makes it incredibly delicious. So there's our description on that
Yeah.
one.
The delicious bakery scent of roasted pistachios, almond cream, and warm macaroon with added sweetness of golden honey and sugared vanilla. So this one might be would you say it's maybe your sweetest one? Like as far as like
Yeah,
the gourmand is
that's why we
considered?
did the
Yeah.
macaron name. So
Yeah, I think it's probably our sweetest one of this collection.
Mhm.
But it's very delicious. Top notes: roasted pistachio, almond cream. Middle notes: honey, coconut, and zest. Bottom notes: macaron, vanilla bean, musk.
nice.
Yeah, it's such a. I really like it. It's such a. Fun
It
one.
is.
It's
It
a good
is.
all year round one too.
Strong too.
I'm gonna show them the fun things you made.
So then, so macarons are fun. And Christine made that cool picture. I was trying to
Yeah, so
copy
made
the picture.
Yeah, so the picture.
I made these little macaroons. So
Yeah.
next week's live stream, guess what next week's live stream is?
Yeah.
We're making macarons. So so these were a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
that one's
Super
actually, that one is actually the spiced oat milk.
Yeah.
So I did all the
It
new
smells a little
fragrances in
different.
that.
This one lemon.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
But they're so cute. So like these would be just a cute little like melt or something.
yeah. So you can put a wick in it.
Which
fragrance
fragrance
put a wick
is
in it,
the
make a
new
little-
these has the which one has the strongest scent throw?
Golden Quince Oats. So they're all very strong, but Golden Quince Oats hung around for 4 days. I didn't test burn anything for 4 days because it was still, I wanted to see how long the aroma lasted. So, yeah, so that one's definitely the strongest out of the bunch. But they're all very strong. They're all going to throw very good for you, even in a small candle. So, very, very strong.
Yeah, we honestly just don't, if it doesn't throw strong, we just don't get it. Or we talk to the lab and have them like up the ante on it because we know you guys like them strong and we're not going to disappoint. So.
Right. So all of our fragrances are formulated mainly for candles. That's the hardest thing to formulate fragrance for because we're lighting it on fire, right? We're lighting it on fire. It's got to get warm, this and that. So that's why you don't use essential oils in candles because it gets warm. Essential oils die. You want the fragrance. You want the candle to throw fragrance when it's hot and when it's cold. So if it doesn't work in candles, it doesn't even make it to phase 2 of testing. So gotta work in candles.
Yeah.
These are going to be very strong.
They are all soap safe.
Yes.
2 of them
with the spices and stuff like that. Check the IFRS for whatever you're making just to make sure.
They're all we didn't write down. They're all soap safe, so definitely. But some of them aren't lotion or like use my lotion, but you don't want to use it on your face type of thing. So the IFRS has all that information on them.
Yep.
But yeah, sometimes that's unfortunate with the fall fragrance and certain things. There are so many spices.
Spicy ones are hot. They tend to be hot.
Like, which makes sense. We put something spicy, like hot on you, it's gonna burn your skin. So
you know what though? Even if you have to use one at less than like 2%, you may not need it because spicy. The spicy ones really carry through in skincare products. So you wouldn't really want to use too much because then it would be too much. It would be more of a perfume than just a scented products, scented soap or lotion.
I tend to like a light fragrance and things too, just like enough to like, oh, it smells nice, but not like getting knocked off the chair.
Yeah, I don't want to smell it in a half hour from now if I put on lotion.
As far as that's concerned. What temperature do you recommend for adding your fragrance for a beeswax blend?
Always at 180 or higher. So at 180 or higher, the molecules in the wax are going to be very small. So when you heat your wax, like when it's hot, the wax is a lot thinner. And then as you let the wax cool, it gets a lot thicker, right? So the molecules get bigger when it's cool, but the molecules are smaller when it's hot. So theoretically, if you add your fragrance when it's 180 or higher, the molecules are small. There's more room on those molecules for the fragrance to attach itself. Not to get all sciencey and stuff, but that's what, you don't want to add your fragrance when it's cool. It's not going to mix in as well. So it's not going to do as well. You want it to bind really well with your candle. You don't want to see it sitting on the bottom of your candle. You don't want it to sweat out the top. You want it to bind nicely with the wax. And it does that very well at like 180 or more Fahrenheit. But that's a good question.
All right. So these were our fragrances.
That's all of our new ones today. Yeah. So lots of new fun ones. Try them out. There's a sampler kit if you want to try out the sampler kit. By the end of the week, we'll also have them. You can use your rewards points to get some free scents and try them out for free. We'll get them up on there too. So
just as
a sneak preview.
Yeah, just a recap. So it was the lemon spice cookies, the golden Quince Oats, spiced oat milk, and pistachio macaron macaron.
Right.
I was gonna say both, and then you guys can figure it out. So
it's delicious. Either one, it's absolutely delicious. So
So if you try them out, let us know. Because obviously they're brand new, so they have no product reviews or anything on them. So we'll have some of those to be like, yeah, these are really awesome too.
I'm gonna review them.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, that's what we got for you today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us today. So if you're watching the replay, make sure to subscribe. You can see more videos like this in the future, and we will have another fun-filled episode next week. So
we're coming back next week. Is it happening?
We're
making our comeback.
Week. Yep.
We're making our comeback.
Next week is Macaron. So yep.
All right.
That's fun because I've been once I got started trying to do these pistachio ones, I kind of got hooked on them and couldn't stop. So they're a lot of fun.
Can't read the name, but they're getting their order in soon.
Yeah.
We are shipping pretty quickly right now too. So
our shipping department is lightning fast.
Yeah.
So the other day somebody called, they placed their order at like 3:45 and they're like, I just need to add one thing. I'm like, they just loaded on the UPS truck. So good news is you'll have it tomorrow. Bad news is we can't add to it. So so they are getting things out lightning fast. So All right. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next week. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Over and out from Pennsylvania. I know this changed. I don't know how to make it stop.
Wow. We had 39 accounts reached.